Hi,
Please.
congratulations for the organization of online conference, but I miss being in Kathmandu. My presentation is Eusocial Origin of Phoneme Sharing and Language. This is new discovery of digital linguistics of this year. Okay, what is digital linguistics? This is molecular evolution of structural linguistics of Ferdinand Saussure and other structuralists. I visited Crashes River Mouth Caves in South Africa in 2007. This is the forgotten but the oldest modern human site. And what is digital? Human language has more than 100,000 vocabulary, while non-human mammals have less than 100. So such huge difference in the vocabulary can only be explained as digital evolution. And what is digital? Digital is automatic reproduction or evolution of complex system using discrete signal. For example, reproduction of living creatures by DNA, RNA is digital. Human intelligence by speech and text can be digital. Okay, so this is Crashes River Mouth Caves in South Africa. Right side, this is Indian Ocean, or Indian Ocean and Atlantic Ocean merging point. And there are 5 caves, and this cave 1 and cave 2 are candidates for UNESCO World Heritage Site. And this is cave number 3, 20 meters above sea level. The inside is very huge. And from this cave, the oldest human fossil with the developed mandible bone was discovered. And this cave seems to be the oldest residence of human with vowel production or language. Okay, so digital linguistics identifies the origin of language and its goal, both sides. The origin, we were born with phoneme sharing and laryngeal descent. Phoneme sharing first, then laryngeal descent. And we use monaural audition for mother tongue for grammatical processing, and character set enabled information sharing beyond time and space to generate civilization. So character set first, then civilization. And scientific concept with application of mathematical group logic. This was also after the character set. And now we are at the 3rd stage of evolution, electronic bits. What is bits? Bits are interactive syllables for keyword search. So we have now bidirectional communication with human collective intelligence. And it's now time to implement forward error correction with regenerative learning. This is the overall structure of digital linguistics. And in digital linguistics, or in our language, the key is phoneme. What is phoneme? Phonemes can generate infinite number of word signs by permutation. And phonemes are not only phonetic, it's a sound, specific sound by each language, but it is rather neural mechanism or mnemonic mechanism inside the brain. So it's a physical and psychological. And it is important. Phonemic memories are imprinted during infancy, and that serve crucial functions in speech communication for life. So native speech sound production or differentiation of friends or foe by audition, reconstruction of phonemic sequence of foreign speakers, for example, and we generate in-brain molecular networking terminals using phoneme memory. Okay, there are three-stage evolutions of phoneme. First of all, that is syllables. 66,000 years ago in South Africa, with laryngeal descent, we got syllables. Syllables are phonemes with mora. So syllables are discrete in frequency domain, that is phoneme, and time domain, that is mora. They are logical. They have two logical properties, phoneme and mora. That is syllable. Then 5,000 years ago in Mesopotamia and Nile River Valley, Yellow River Valley, and Indus River Plain, character set was invented. And with literacy, text speech sound for literate persons. And we become able to share linguistic information beyond time and space and develop serially beyond generations. That is civilization. And in very low noise environment like monastery, temples, or university, we started to use concept. This is group logic application for word sign. And in the 20th century, we got electronic bits. They can be transformed into character set. So therefore they are speech. Binary data are speech, but not only speech. That is interactive speech, interactive syllables. We can use keyword to discover any relevant information. And using that, we can do word error correction. There are a lot of errors in noises and errors in information. So we have to correct them. Okay. So first evolution took place in South Africa. Acquisition of syllables. It was in Crash's River mouth cave here. But about 350 kilometers west of Crash's River, there is Blombos Cave, and there are two Neolithic industries, Steel Bay and Hoysenspoort in South Africa. So Steel Bay industry is larger and Hoysenspoort are more sophisticated. This is serial development. This is from Witwatersrand University in Johannesburg. So why such serial development took place? So that corresponds to two-stage evolution of phonemes. Steel Bay industry with click consonant. They have no vowels. Clicks don't require vowel lung airflow. So without vowel, then by Hoysenspoort with syllables, they are vowel accented. So I would like to explain how we got phonemes. So 300,000 years ago, South African Middle Stone Age started with the fire for cooking. Then 130,000 years ago, hunter-gatherers moved to the coastline to live in safe caves, where newborn babies became helpless and altricial. And to take care of helpless infants, grandmother joined the family and modern humans became eusocial. Ants and bees are eusocial. That is a society with caste system. So thanks to caste system or eusocial society, we take care babies intensively, progressively, and we started to implant phoneme memories. So linguistic humans are eusocial. What is eusocial? According to Edward Wilson, eusocial animals live in defensiveness caves or houses, and they have a community consisting of multiple generations, grandmothers, with division of labor, so caste system, and close care of growing blood in the nest, and xenophobic. So xenophobia is a problem of eusocial animals. Xenophobic animals kill each other. So we are eusocial, thus phonemes are invented to be imprinted under intensive maternal care. And click syllable two-stage evolution. How it started? So we started to use clicks consonant, and in 6,000 years, mandible developed. Mandible gave us open space between oral floor and skin. Then larynx descended to house the vocal tract with vowel resonance. Okay, this is number one is mandible. This is a unique anatomical feature of linguistic human, or only anatomical feature of modern human is the mandible. And because of mandible, the skin is number two here. And there is open space between skin and oral floor, and glottis went down, and larynx, pharynx, and hyoid. So we can have vocal tract, horizontal part and vertical part, same length and rectangular connection. So big brain and mandible. This is modern human or linguistic human. Neanderthal has no mandible, no pharynx. So second evolution, character set, they gave vast civilization and concept. So where such civilization started? You see, Mesopotamia, Indus River Plain, you are now, Kathmandu is here, and Yellow River Delta and Nile River Delta. You see that purple color is very flat and very low altitude, almost zero. Because Indus River Plain and Mesopotamia are between two continents, Gondwana, between Gondwana and Eurasia. And it was sea. And here, Nile River Delta and Yellow River Delta is a gap in the continent. So very flat plain. So agriculture flourished at very vast water-rich land, and dynasty was born, and they wished to administer its territory, tax control. And dynasty ordered to invent something to record linguistic information. Thus character set was invented. And once character set was invented, it was used not only for taxation, but also for civilization. Linguistic information in text is shared beyond time and space, and there are serial development, continuous development, or accumulation. That is civilization. And in very low noise environment, word sign evolved into mathematical group That is concept. Okay, so word and meaning. It is complex because there are 6 different meaning types between word and meaning. Because there are 3 different logics, 1-to-1 sign reflex logic. So if you hear some word, you reminiscent.
Now you have 4 minutes left.
Okay. You get memory of something, then daily concept and daily network concept. So 6 different meaning and scientific sign, scientific concept, interdisciplinary scientific concept. So the problem of language is we have sign reflex and eusociality at the base. So 530 million years ago, we got sign reflex at Cambrian explosion. Then mammals' vocal communication started, and eusociality gave birth to click consonant, phoneme sharing, and grammar with syllable sharing, and civilization, group concept, and query, and forward error correction to become Homo sapiens. But we have to be careful because there are 2 restrictions or burdens. Okay, start of clicks, phoneme sharing started inside the cave and syllables. Second evolution was character set and concept. Then electronic bits. And we have to be careful because we are xenophobic. There are many noise factors in linguistic information to disturb, to confuse foreign countries. There are many scientific concepts which are confusing. Okay, sign reflex restrictions. Memory-based, involuntary, reflexive, eccentric, single sign, no self-diagnosis, and no incoming data inspection, no provision for error correction, and we easily lose intellectual curiosity. They are problems based on sign reflex. And you know, third evolution started just after the atomic bomb. Vannevar Bush, the father of internet, he was responsible for atomic bomb development. So in 1945, he proposed to have internet. And we have voluminous linguistic information with uncertain reliability. We need, without fake forward error correction, it is very difficult. Why there are confusing concepts? Because we are xenophobic. It is normal to confuse foreign countries. Fruitless studies. This irrational studies. There are many. So we have to do forward error correction. Fake. It is compulsory. There are 2 types of errors, channel coding errors and source coding errors. Channel coding errors are errors not responsible of authors. So we have to get authentic speech of voice from the author. This is an example of protection by coding by Dogen, Japanese Buddhist monk of 13th century. He had known that his disciples would betray him, so he protected his text by coding.
Could you please conclude your paper?
Okay. And fake volumes can be detected using code. And source coding errors, we have to follow ontogeny repeats phylogeny rule. Step by step, we follow how the original scientists got that idea. Without that, it is very dangerous. Okay, conclusion. We are studying apes. With a character set and text, we got civilization and concept. But be careful, there are noisy and confusing information coming from abroad. We have to implement forward error correction of linguistic information with regenerative learning and correct accumulated errors. Then we will become Homo sapiens. Thank you for your attention.